Thank you for joining us as we demonstrate the Sheshunoff Compliance Plus Solutions online compliance consulting website. Compliance is more challenging than ever, and most financial institutions are really struggling to stay on top of the ever-changing regulatory requirements. That's where we can help. We have designed our online compliance consulting to combine the ease of online tools with the expertise of a live compliance consultant to help you stay ahead of things to come. This page, compliance.smslp.com, will be where you get started. In order to become a customer, you will go here to register. We will then send you the username and password via email. You can log in by submitting your credentials in the upper right-hand form. There's no limit to the number of users. However, we recommend using only 1 or 2 logins for all users at your institution. This will allow you to better utilize some of the upcoming enhancements to our site. As a good control, you may want to have separate registrations for your compliance officer, BSA officer, and risk manager, and have all other staff use one standard login. This will allow you to both use the upcoming enhancements while preventing any of the institution's staff from changing the information that you can save to your dashboard. This is your compliance dashboard. This will be your central location to get access to the tools that are available, as well as contact your online compliance consultant. The first thing you see on the dashboard is the compliance calendar. This shows you all of your upcoming deadlines. For example, you can see that there is a deadline coming up because the date is highlighted in orange. These deadlines are continually updated as new regulatory requirements are added. When you click on one of these deadlines, you see a brief description of the regulatory requirement, as well as where you can go for more information. As you can see, you can get more information on this requirement in our alert, which is available in the knowledge base. We will take a look at alerts in a moment, as they are a wealth of information on the upcoming requirements. In addition, you can see a link to guidance. If you click on this link, it will take you to the underlying regulatory guidance. Finally, we have important notes, such as whether there is a sample language for required disclosures included in the guidance. Again, each calendar entry is very succinct, since there's a lot of information for each deadline and other resources on the site. So now you know what deadlines are coming up. What do you do about them? That's where our quarterly webinars are ideal. As part of your online compliance consulting service, you receive access to our quarterly compliance webinars. These webinars are not intended to be education for your staff. Rather, they're designed to help you identify all of the steps that you have to take to prepare for the upcoming regulatory requirements. At least a month prior to each calendar quarter, we will post the webinar that will walk you through each of the upcoming regulatory deadlines and the order in which we recommend that you tackle them in order to make the best use of your time and help you focus the most time and energy on the highest risk items. For each deadline, we also walk through all of the various steps that you will have to take to meet it, such as updating your policies and procedures, training your staff, updating your signage, getting new forms from your software vendors, and training your board. As you can probably tell, these sessions are intended to be very practical, to help you not only understand what's coming, but determine what you will need to do and when you will need to do it in order to be prepared. So now you know what your upcoming deadlines are and the steps that you will need to take to meet them. As you implement the requirements, you can track your progress through the Compliance Progress tool. Your Compliance Progress task list is a great way to keep track of everything that you have done and what else you have to do. We populate the list with tasks that we anticipate you will need to take, and you simply check them off as you complete them. Where a task doesn't apply to you or you need to make other comments, you can simply add the information in the notes field, and all of your information is saved so that you have a quick and easy way to document everything you're doing to prepare for the upcoming regulatory requirements. So now you know what's coming. You know what you have to do in order to prepare for it, and you're tracking your progress. But what happens if you have a question? This is where your compliance consultant is invaluable. As a customer of our online compliance consulting, you get access to a compliance professional for any federal banking compliance questions. In order to ask a question, simply click on Submit a Question. Your consultant will also review your policies and disclosures for any regulatory changes that went into effect after December 1st. To submit a policy or disclosure to your consultant, simply click on Submitted Document for review. Further, we have an add-on service available to review your advertising and website. If you sign up for that add-on service, you will submit your advertisements to your consultant in exactly the same way. In addition to having a compliance consultant available to help you, we have a database of frequently asked compliance questions that you can use for compliance information. The knowledge base can be accessed in two different ways. You can search it or you can browse it. To search the knowledge base, click on Access the Knowledge Base. This will allow you to enter a keyword to find out what questions and answers are available. For example, say that you want to know how property taxes should be disclosed on the good faith estimate. Simply enter property taxes and click Search. We are updating our knowledge base all the time, but unlike many other compliance databases out there, our knowledge base is exclusively populated with answers that are supported by written guidance from the regulators or answers that we have received directly from the regulators themselves. In fact, we even tell you if the answer is from written guidance or oral conversations with the regulators. If the answers are from written guidance, we include a link to the guidance so it's easy to get to. You can also peruse what we have in the knowledge base by clicking Browse the Knowledge Base. By browsing the knowledge base, you can see how our information is organized and click through the folders to see what we have available. You can also get access to alerts here. We develop compliance alerts for every significant regulatory change that occurs. As you can see, we have a library of alerts available, and we distribute new ones on a monthly basis. Each alert contains an explanation of the regulatory requirement, as well as the effective dates and deadlines, links to relevant guidance, and recommendations of steps to take to comply with the requirements. If you want to subscribe to the monthly email with new alerts, simply click on Subscribe to Compliance Alerts. And since anyone at your institution can use the service, you can have as many people receive the alerts as you wish. So now that you know the upcoming deadlines, understand what steps you'll need to take to meet them, track your progress, and get assistance from your consultant, it's time to train your board of directors. As part of your online compliance consulting, your consultant will provide 2 30-minute board training sessions per year. Each session will address new or recent regulatory changes and will be presented by your consultant through a web conference. The training will be designed to provide high-level information to your board on major regulatory issues. And since your consultant will be providing the training, your board will have the opportunity to ask questions about the new rules and what they mean for your institution. To schedule the training, simply click on Request Board Training, and your consultant can work with you to schedule the session. That concludes the demonstration of our online compliance consulting website. We are dedicated to helping institutions like yours prepare for the onslaught of compliance requirements. So don't let the massive number of new changes and deadlines make you feel overwhelmed. We're here to help. For more information about the online compliance consulting or any of our other compliance services, please contact us at 800-477-1772 or email us at compliance@smslp.com.